What's up guys, Hellish here, and in front of me I have a monitor that I've been waiting for about 3 months now. This is supposed to be the best 120Hz monitor available right now. And basically, the benefits of 120Hz to me is the fact that you can see above 60 frames per second. So on a regular monitor, there's 60 Hz unless they're like an old CRT that was 75 or 80. But basically, even if you have more than 60 frames per second in your game, you don't see that. So after that, there's no reason to really have a need for over 60 frames per second, even though the human eye can see a little more. Something about 80 frames is around where people can stop noticing a difference. But anyways, this monitor can show up to 120 hertz. So that means you can see up to 120 frames truly, and it's not the same as like on a TV where, like, say your TV is 120 hertz or on a plasma TV 600 hertz. That's not true 120 hertz. That is more like that still can only see up to 60 hertz, but it just repeats the image depending on how many times. So at 120 it'd be twice, at 600 it'd be 10, or like on some of those really new fancy expensive LED TVs, like where they have like the 960 or something crazy, it just still repeats it. So those don't really benefit. They do look smoother for like sports or like TV, but it's not a true 120 hertz. It's simulated kinda. So you can see all the cables it comes with. It comes with the power cord, VGA, DVI, USB, and the DVI is dual link to support 120 Hz as you need that, or DisplayPort. And it does support 3D, this monitor, but this wasn't the 3D package. The 3D package is extra $100, and it's the XL24TX instead of the T. So that one comes with the NVIDIA 3D Vision 2 glasses that are the new ones with the light boost technology, but I'm not a fan of 3D, so I wouldn't be using that anyways. So right here, this was interesting actually. This is like a dust cover, I guess. So you'd put this over the monitor when you're not using it if you're someone who hates having dust on it. Or you could possibly use this to bring the monitor to lands if you want to protect it and not maybe bring the whole box. You just want to lie it down in the car. But it is pretty big. It fits the monitor completely and covers it nicely. It'd probably prevent against scratches, but nothing major. Like, you obviously can't drop it as if you were to bring it in the box. Like, any time I've gone to a LAN, I've usually put my old monitor in the box with the foam and brought it, and that's it. So here's another piece of the stand. You can see on the back it's got the little red tab sticking out, which I believe was designed to be a headphone holder. But right now I'm using it to hold my wires, as if I put them through the bottom hole, you can still like see them from the front. So if I hang them over that, you don't see them. So there's the driver disc. So yeah, let's get this box out of the way, and you can see the monitor, and I'm going to put it together, and you can see better views of it and all the adjustments you can do. They do package it pretty nice. No scratches, came perfect condition. I've heard BenQ's had a reputation for having dead pixels. Luckily mine didn't have any. I'm not sure if other people's did. This monitor was only available as of January 18th, I believe, which was 5 days ago, so it's still pretty new, but I haven't seen reports of dead pixels or anything bad. Like on that Asus VG27H, I saw a lot of people complaining about backlight problems, or on the 2410, which was the earlier model of this, like, there was dead pixel problems. So as you can see, you snap the stand in, and then underneath the square you can see a little button that's still covered by the plastic. You push that down and that'll put the back piece in. So you'd put it in from the top first, and then push it down, and then hit the button, and it'll click right in. No tools required. And there's the base. You slide it on, and then I believe you have to turn it to the right. I forget what I did. I think all the way to the right, and then not only does it pivot the monitor, but it slides in as well. There's like plates where it can slide in before the screw will go in, or else it won't be lined up with the screw. So here's the monitor. Taking off the last piece of the screen. I wanted to leave this on the whole time just in case something hit the front. And I gotta say, 120 Hz, it's so smooth. Like, I've never seen anything like this. The gameplay just feels insane. Like, everything just, I don't know, just like perfect now. Like, I said like 400 times, but it's amazing. Like, the best upgrade I could have possibly done for a computer. I'd recommend this for anyone. If you can push even 70 frames per second in most games, get a monitor that supports 120 Hz. It's just amazing. So there's the piece of paper that comes on the front. It tells you about like all the display modes where you can shrink the screen to show 17 inches, but or 19, 20, whatever you want it to do. But I have no interest in that. I bought a 24-inch monitor. I want to use 24 inches of it. So there you can see all the swivel, tilt, and pivot functions. The one design flaw I've seen with this monitor so far is that when you do switch it from landscape to portrait, if you don't tilt the monitor up, it will scratch the base, and mine actually does have a mark. It's not that noticeable, but there is a mark there from when the first time I did switch it from landscape to portrait. So you always have to remember to tilt it out when you are switching it. And the viewing angles were pretty good, especially considering this is a TN monitor. So guys, that was my unboxing and overview of the new BenQ XL2420T. If you want to see the full review video, I'll have that up in about a week. I just want to make sure I've had enough time on this monitor. If you have any questions, just leave a comment. Otherwise, subscribe and you'll be notified when that review is up. Thanks for watching.